Much and welcome to ESPN Saturday Primetime. You're watching the ACC on ESPN. 5 weeks ago, 8 miles away, Cooper Tar Heels, who are in desperate need of a signature victory.
If they're not physical, their schemes are not going to matter.
Ready for the tip of this Sonic blockbuster and underway with the Blue Devils getting the first possession of the night. Duke 27-3. They've won 7 in a row, and they have just overwhelmed those 7 teams. Pass tipped away. Sion James gets it back to Cooper Flagg. And still 11 on the shot clock.
Duke was trying to post R.J. Davis with Sion James right away, and Davis just knocked the ball away, really fought James.
Knipple with 3 on the shot clock. Gets a tough shot off and hits.
He is one cool customer, Kon Knipple. He does not back down.
The starting 5 includes the 3 players honored on senior night: R.J. Davis, Jalen Withers, and Ty Claude. First and only year here at Carolina. His 4th school was with Georgia Tech last year. He'll get the start and be in there for a couple of minutes. What a block by Elliot Cadeau, denying Tyrese Proctor.
R.J. Davis gets trapped, gave the ball up, but Elliot Cadeau with a chase down. What a spectacular block by the diminutive guard for North Carolina.
Cadeau all of 6'1" with an incredibly impressive defensive play. Officials are saying, and we'll have to wait until they check on that. 2 of the officials were kind of motioning at one another. I believe it has been recorded as a long 2. Cadeau with a Malawach on him, drives left hand up and good, and Carolina's on the board.
Boy, what a gutsy drive by Elliot.
Couldn't handle the bounce pass.
Boy, Elliot Cadeau cannot turn the ball over in this game. That's his 102nd turnover on the year.
And he had 5 of them in the first meeting against the Blue Devils. With such positional size, 1 through 5.
This game, Duke wants to make them a half-court team. Another turnover, just trying to make the home run pass.
Duke in transition. James up and good with the left hand, and the matter. Cadeau draws a crowd. The kick to Drake Powell, and the freshman knocks down a 3. Game-winning streak.
There's the switch again. Malawach on Davis.
Powell the pull-up, and he's fouled by Flagg. Is at the line. You know, yesterday Hubert Davis talked a little bit about the relationship that he's had with Davis over the years.
He's trying to get an extra year of eligibility.
The first month or so has turned into a starter and a very important part of this team. And he drives and hits and has a chance for 3. About the transfers, the veterans that he brought in. Sion,
on a defensive savant, has great hands, leads this team in deflections, and that's with missing several games with that shoulder.
He's on Davis, who buries a 3 to Kentucky and Kansas. Knipple gets rid of it quickly and knocks down a 3.
Well, you make any mistake forcing him to dribble. He is money.
What a years he's had. Jon Scheyer admits more of a facilitator than he intended or expected. A good scorer as well. A projector is the most. As Trimble now.
A better job of that right now. But it's pressure early on in this game.
Knipple again, and gets the bounce. Jackson on the drive, and the freshman lays it in.
The basket to shield the shot block.
And the way he's shooting it now, too. What a dangerous scorer he is in so many different ways, as Proctor quiets the crowd by not.
Guys that can knock down a 3, and about as efficient an offense as you're going to see.
Davis with a foot on the line and misses the long jumper. The rebound to Evans. Knipple just keeps going and lays it in, and Knipple had a great first game against Carolina back at Cameron. 22 points and 5 assists. Jackson will put it up and hits. It's a 3 for Jackson. Proctor, no. Tip, yes for Malawach.
Malawach, high ball screen was rejected. That allowed Malawach to just get to the offensive glass easily.
And Trimble pushing it down the court in quad 1. That's not
the field. They have from the field. They have 9 turnovers.
They've made 4 of their 5 three-pointers so far tonight. James, he is so strong. But he came back quickly and looks totally like himself.
His first game back against Wake Forest, he had 12 and looked pretty good. Just had to knock the rust off.
Pulls up for the jumper and hits. It has been scored.
They didn't get into the ball on that last possession.
Jalen Washington takes a bump and finishes.
Jalen screen and then caught that and went right over Malowacz to get that right-handed finish. That was very nice by Jalen Washington.
James using the screen, kicks it to Proctor.
Good recovery by Ian Jackson, but he can't give up middle.
And Proctor lays it in.
When you close out, this little split action off getting it to Malowacz up top.
Proctor, what a move. Can't finish it. He wanted a foul call, and it looks like he will get it. As Art and Proctor.
Few offensive rebounds for North Carolina to start this game. Duke's got all 5 guys getting the defensive glass.
When Evans comes in, he is in there to knock down threes. That is his 2 for Carolina.
Percent from free over his last 6.
At 5. And Duke continues to
12 of 16, so it's tough to get shots.
And they've added 10, now make it 8 points to their lead. 12:53 to go. That was Withers with the lay-in for the Heels.
And that's what North Carolina needs to do more of. They've got to attack the paint.
Patrick Gungba into the game with Malik Brown sitting with his second.
And North Carolina's only got 2 rebounds in this game.
The nipple no. Tipped into the hands of Davis. The pull-up 3 goes.
Boy, and when you
good ball pressure by Trimble. Knipple into traffic. The kick to Gillis. Got it.
That is a great pass and a
50-50 balls. He wins every battle.
I can't recall a pair of freshmen like Cooper Flagg and Con Knipple being this savvy of knowing how to play at that age.
Maybe the player of the year. I mean, from day one. We will for the rebound.
A nice job by Drake Powell of switching out to challenge that shot.
Withers goes by. Malowacz scoops it up and in, and it's down to single digits.
The ball is.
Flagg trying to drive on Withers. The pull-up will go.
How much game foul?
Tipped out. Here comes Trimble. Going at Flagg. And the follow by Lubin.
Last 3.5 minutes for North Carolina. Can they cut into this lead or can Duke extend it?
Flagg the drive. An offensive foul. Quad 1 win of the season. A win they desperately need to boost their resume. They appear to be squarely on the bubble, maybe on the wrong side of it, heading into this game tonight. Into Lubin. Got his man in the air. Hits and is foul. To the numbers, his last 5 games, he's just a blue-collar lunch pail. And a good decision to reset.
Carolina stopped turning the ball over.
Davis. Another 3 for R.J. Davis. At one point, Duke led by 15. It's down to 3. And a steal by Withers. The Heels are running again. Davis again. Sitting with 3 fouls. He's played 9 minutes in this game. 5 points and a couple of rebounds. James driving, draws the foul, and is heading to the line. Champ 8 and Duke, then the SEC, and then the Phillips 66. Lots of time on the shot clock. Davis the drive, the pull-up, hits again.
I think he liked that matchup.
Five seconds between the game clock and the shot clock.
A great job by Drake Powell to deny Con Knipple.
James, no. Malowacz, no. Carolina can get a last look. Davis. It will not go as an up and down first half comes to a close.
Not a character, but you want to put him in some screening action, get a switch, and then go after him.
Nearly a turnover on the first possession. Proctor. Boy, used that left arm to shield off Powell. And
had a couple turnovers early. Carolina only had 3 turnovers in the first half, all of them in the first 3 minutes.
Davis.
Wow.
Again. What a night he is having. Withers wide open. And Carolina has its first lead of the night.
Proctor couldn't get to him.
Flagg will get the roll to bring.
Cooper Flagg is so skilled and athletic. Move to that left hand. He's just a big-time player.
And as Duke fans well know, he's been an extraordinary second-half player in games this year. A tough turnaround.
James in the corner, forcing him to the other side.
Tipped away by Cadeau. Davis. Another one. A two-pointer for Davis. And
in this game of forcing turnovers. 11 Duke turnovers in this game. Only 3 North Carolina turnovers.
And the Heels have not missed a shot in the second half. Flagg going to work on Withers. Right down to Withers.
Excellent defense by Jalen Withers to stay in front, force the fadeaway.
Duke's won 7 in a row. Carolina 6 in a row.
Oh.
How about the English from Cadeau?
It's a different team right now than they were a month ago. And turnovers have been the difference in this game. 11 turnovers, there's a short roll.
Lubin, the challenge by Flagg, but Lubin scores anyway.
Last month out of that short roll, going right into the chest of Cooper Flagg on the vertical contest.
Proctor at the other end. Back to Duke.
But that's the sort of defensive intensity that North Carolina has had and needs to maintain.
Knipple, nice look. James, the finish.
Boy, off that screening action, RJ.
And the switch. Brown onto Davis.
They need to look inside to Van Allen Lubin. He needs to post hard against Tyrese Proctor.
Jackson fouled on the drive. Coming in for Duke. As Ian Jackson, the
60% from the field overall, over 60% from 3. 7 games prior.
Flagg. Not there, and Washington down with a one-handed rebound.
Flagg settled there against Cadeau.
Jackson will drive and finish. Powell guarding Flagg on this trip. Off to James. Muscles it up and in.
Boy.
Knipple switches on to Cadeau. Behind the back, the force, and it's off the side of the backboard.
That is not what Carolina wants.
It gets Duke out in transition, and Flagg flushes it.
Drag, and then the part of that's a ghost. But Carolina's got to start moving the ball. Duke's defense has been set with these switches.
No RJ Davis, been on the bench about the last 2.5 minutes. Powell a step back 3.
There's too many tough shots.
Flagg behind the back. And a block is the call. Miami, he'll have his opening press conference Monday. Era of NIL and transferring you. There's an immediacy. And Caleb Foster, Jay, into the game for the first time tonight for Duke.
Good back cut.
Brown, a beautiful feed to Knipple, and Duke lead. Davis has been scorching hot recently. And turns it over again. So back-to-back possessions where the Heels turn it over. Foster got it.
Boy, smart play to attack
Adam. Tipped away by Foster. And it's Duke ball.
Now Duke with an advantage. Withers behind the play.
James. Brown the trailer. And it's a 12-0 run for
Greener action after the slice cut. Yeah, too much dribbling, not enough passing.
Jackson to Lubin, and the tough finish to snap that 12-0 run. Passer, he's got 3 assists in this game. He's going to take a 3 and hit it. Davis guarded by Foster.
And he's had success taking on Malowatch at times. Good pass fake.
Withers has it blocked by Flagg. Boy, Flagg went along. Withers to the corner. Kicks it to Cadeau. And Cadeau hits a 3. Concateson does not often look for that shot. Flagg swings it to Knipple. Cadeau went flying, and is slow to get up.
Really trying to spread out this Carolina defense and drive it.
What a drive by Knipple to make it a 9-point game. He's got over by Davis. Cadeau, what a pass.
What a block.
Flagg got it. Lubin couldn't finish it. Cooper Flagg with his third block of the night. Cadeau, soft off the glass, but it won't go. James. What a finish.
The
Flag on Cadeau. Now Davis. The switch. The drive. The kick. And the three for Seth Trimble.
Carolina had to have.
Flag. Bumped. Now Foster with 7 to shoot. Brown will try another one and hit again. 2 threes here in the second.
R.J. Davis has not scored in this game since the first couple minutes of the second half. Duke's switching and their size have been really difficult.
And the size a factor there, and then a run out and a chance for 3. Misses the free throw.
Rebounds, and 4 of them have been team rebounds, which meant the ball just went out of bounds and they kept it.
And Flagg just drove it about 40 feet. And
As there aren't any or many quad wins available in the ACC tournament.
Into Lubin, and he'll slam it. And a tie.
And he just gets past Drake Powell with the left-hand drive, and nobody had vision. Ven-Allen Lubin was just so concentrated on Malik Brown that he wasn't able to get there. That's just too far to be able to go off the bounce without anybody coming over from the weak side.
And mom and dad, who have been at so many games in which Flagg has played this year.
But Duke really shut off the lane and didn't allow any interior scoring in the second half. In the first half, Carolina.
The Blue Devils will go to 19-1. It will be an outright ACC regular season title, a game ahead of Louisville and Clemson. And they will all gather in Charlotte with really only 3 locks out of this conference to make the tournament right now. We'll see what happens over the next week. The rebound down to Trimble, just 10 seconds to go. Turned over to James, and that is going to do it. Duke took a punch late in the first and early in the second, but rallied to win by 13, and they are the outright ACC regular season champions.
This is a complete basketball team, and Duke on its way to a #1 seed in the NCAA tournament.